Hello, my friends. Hello, everyone here on YouTube. A long time no see. How are you? Soulful here. Been a really long time since I've actually done one of these little talks, but I actually felt drawn to do one today. You'll have to forgive me. I'm doing the camera a long ways because I don't actually have a studio fully set up yet. This will not be a tarot card reading. I'm actually here to talk about manifestation and a couple of other things that I really have spent some time accessing. Accessing wisdom, accessing knowledge, not necessarily via books, but also internally. All right. And what I wanted to talk about today, is First off, I wanted to say that the topic of manifestation has become very big. It's become very, very large in the past few years. And if some of you have been paying attention to the spiritual, esoteric information that's out there, especially on YouTube, especially anywhere on the internet where you're reading about this kind of stuff, there has been a massive global shift in energies, and in polarity, all right? We also have a lot going on with conscious creation with source, and that is more so what I want to talk to you guys about today before I do my tarot reading. And that is conscious creation is manifestation and the heart space, and how that is actually involved in your creations. Now, for some of you that, if you're new here, I do talk about spiritual concepts quite a bit, or at least I did in the past couple of years. I haven't really been doing it that much because I've been very busy, in my own life, and also absorbing information, new knowledge, stuff like that. Now, this is something that if any of you who watch me are into manifestation, that will maybe give you a little bit of a boost, and whatever it is that you're doing. And I'm not going to throw at you like, oh, you need to do this, you need to detach, you need to do this, you need to do that. And if any of you are into certain laws, laws of attraction, the closest that I have come to finding internal truths about manifestation has been Neville Goddard's work, and his stuff, it works, it works. His information, it works, and it's very unique internal knowledge and wisdom that can be utilized in creation. Now, I want to introduce the idea, which I'm not sure if this has actually been talked about in the manifesting communities, is the idea of conscious creation itself is manifestation. And the reason I say that is because when it comes to creating your reality, we are essentially creators, This is something that I seem to be coming to a deeper understanding of. The more people that come to these heart-centered awakenings that we seem to be having on a global scale, the more people that their heart actually opens, they are opening up the possibility of learning to balance the left and right of themselves, And this would be utilizing the heart as a center for this, for this balancing act, Masculine and feminine, the sun and the moon, These are both aspects that symbolism has shown us, and spirituality, esoteric knowledge continues to show us over eons, that we have a feminine and masculine side. When you experience a heart awakening, you are going to be faced with learning to balance your inner masculine and feminine qualities, And that is also the energy, the energy of it. And the heart is very, very pivotal. It is pivotal in helping you to shift your reality. Without an open heart, manifestation can just become robotic. It can just, if you are, I want to call it mental masturbation. If you're spending too much time in the left brain, spending too much time accessing affirmations and you're trying to manifest something with thought alone, it's not going to work. It also requires emotion. It requires heart energy. It requires feeling into an experience with not just visualization in the mind, but also in the heart. So I'm going to put this really simply. Okay, very simple for anybody that's following my channel, anybody that follows me on Instagram, which I've been active on. If you are a conscious co-creator, if you're someone who has a higher, if you have higher levels of consciousness, or you're trying to access that and you're trying to access manifesting, if you truly want to create a reality or create experiences for yourself like a creator would, it's going to require what I would call conception, okay? The conception of the idea of mixing logic, the mind activity, with the emotional activity, by feeling into your manifestation as though it's already a part of you, and using the heart is going to give a massive boost, especially for people who are actually conscious co-creators and they're already using their heart to access, say, love situations, right? The heart itself is like a massive tuner of energy. And if you've been through a heart-centered awakening, it is going to boost that energy tenfold, okay? Because you will be accessing love, okay? Love is the, I have to say, love is the ultimate energy in my creations, not just with my art, not just with my writing or music or anything that I do, right? Anything that I love, even tarot, I always access from an energy of love, because that unity is a binding energy of our universe, okay? And if you are creating love situations, especially, and you can do this with other types of manifesting, if you're creating love situations or you want better love situations for yourself, which a lot of people come to tarot for, it requires you to access love energy in your reality. This is unconditional love, okay? Within the self, within everything, seeing reality from the lens of love, okay? The heart transfers signals and energy in a way that it's almost like you have a trifecta, okay? You have a trinity going on. When you're accessing the left and right sides of the brain, you're accessing the affirmations, the logic, the rationale of keeping the ego down, and being able to say to the ego, well, you know, this is, you got to be a bit delusional, right? You got to, because if you let the left brain take over, then the right brain doesn't get its creation. It doesn't get the seed, so to speak. And if any of you are really curious, I definitely say access Neville Goddard's teachings, okay? His has been pivotal for me throughout the years when it comes to understanding manifestation on a level that's esoteric and actually makes sense, okay? So once you have learned to access your inner masculine and feminine polarities, the left and right side of the brain, you will be able to then drop the experience here, okay? You drop the experience down into the heart and you feel it here. You feel it here, because emotions are interacting with the higher self and the soul. You feel it, you feel the hope, you feel the faith within the soul. You feel it in the seat of who you are. You're right here in the heart space, okay? And the experience, what it feels like, because we can imagine the experience of what we want to unfold. You know, whether that's like, I want a new car, or I want a new lover, or I want, you know, I want $1 billion, or whatever it is that your desire is. In order for the seed to be planted, okay, it has to sit somewhere. It has, both energies drop down into the heart space. And this is where you feel the creation taking place. The heart of creation is within every single one of us. We've just been taught to be all up here. Okay. So if you imagine with the right side, and then you utilize the brain's left side to control, to access your mental control, and be able to create a situation, create the feeling, imagine how it would feel, okay? Then you drop into the soul. Because in order to consciously co-create with the universe and actually create manifestations and a better reality for us here on Earth, it's going to require the interaction of the soul, and that is love. Okay, love is within the soul. It knows no bounds. It knows no bounds. And the heart space is where you want to access your manifesting feelings. Okay, because we can imagine feelings. We can imagine this is how it would feel to be pleasurable in that moment. You can imagine those feelings. But if you haven't balanced your inner masculine and feminine, you're going to get some weird results. Okay, but the heart knows. The heart has its own intelligence. This is where the soul is residing in our experience here. It has a higher intelligence to communicate energy outward. Okay. So the heart is pivotal. It's important. I know I keep using that word, but it is. It's important if you're trying to create something new, because as a creator, there has to be somewhere where the seed is, where the conception with the universe is made, the communication is made. Okay. And that communication with the universe that you are creating for your manifestation is within the awakened heart, right? And the awakened heart there's a whole plethora of religions that talk about it. There's a whole bunch of spiritual concepts that have to do with the alchemy of the soul. Okay, if you're interested in this topic, you guys, please let me know. I can talk deeper about this, but just know this, in my discoveries, my teachings, helping others, and also myself, I have uncovered this. It is the trinity of creation within the heart space. If we don't learn to get back in touch with what is happening here, okay, and what we can create here within the center of who we are, with pushing that energy out or bringing it in, okay, then we're just, you get results, but the results are going to be varied, okay? And that's what people mean when they say feel into it, okay? Is you want to feel it into the heart. You want to feel it here, deep within you. And that is how it just happens. It creates a conception. You are birthing with the universe, with the inner masculine and feminine. You are creating the idea. You're birthing within the womb of the heart. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's true. That is creation itself. Creation itself starts with 2, and then the insemination, so to speak, down into the heart space, where the soul rests within the creation process of co-creation with the universe. Because that energy, our soul, our frequency, whatever you feel here is pushed out by what is called the Taurus field. Okay, we all have a field, an energetic field, and the Taurus field is going to be directly correlated to what is happening here in the center of the body. And if you haven't felt the experience fully within the heart, like that point where it just feels ecstatically real, okay, like, and there's a moment where it clicks, where you go, yes, I know this. I know this, because that inner knowing within the self is going to be resting in the soul. It's going to be resting in the heart. You're just going to know it. You're going to be strong in it. And that's going to push out an energy with your Taurus field that's going to attract situations, okay? Attract manifestations, and just attract to you better reality outcomes that you're looking for. That is why love itself, okay, the energy frequency of love is so potent. And if you're trying to actually create things, even more money, okay, for yourself, the soul knows. Okay, it knows, and our higher self will guide us to what it is that feels best so that you don't force it. You can't force a manifestation, right? You can't force reality to co-create with you. It requires a process that is so simplistic that we as humans have a tendency to, we complicate it. We complicate what's actually happening. But creation, okay, creation is a birthing of something out of nothing, but it requires the process of the creator to access that energy and to be able to utilize both sides, drop it down, and let it birth. Okay, letting it birth within you. Your heart is going to be what communicates the energy frequency out towards you, away from you, okay, and also with source, right? That reflection that you're getting back from reality around you, that reflection is what will show you how your process is unfolding. So when we drop down into the heart, you trust, because if you know something to be true, or you feel it to be true in your heart, right? You trust it, you know it, you have faith in it, you believe in it, you feel that God, source, your blessings are coming. You have faith here. Faith doesn't come from the mind. Faith comes from here, okay? And believing and truly knowing with all of your magic inside you, you know that it is to be. It is, you are, I am, okay? I am is here. It's here. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about with you guys. If you enjoy this topic and me talking about this, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and go do a tarot reading now for you guys. I've missed all of you. And like I said, I'm very active down below. You'll see on my Instagram if you guys want to come follow there. I also post my art there a lot. So if you guys get interested in any of my pieces, let me know. I've had a few clients actually buy from me in the past. And I've had people message me in the past wondering, hey, is that piece available? So, just go check me out there if you want. I'm very active. There's a lot going on right now, guys. There's a lot going on. So I'll see you in my tarot reading, and I hope you enjoyed this talk. And again, let me know down below if you would like to hear more about spiritual, esoteric topics, or anything that has to do with manifesting or creating your reality, because this is kind of where my focus has moved, is into this conscious kind of co-creation. And as an artist, this is something that fascinates me greatly. Okay. All right. See you later.